Hello, already 43 friends. Adnan, Victor, Philip, Iron Sports. Merhaba kardeşim. Roman. Hello guys. Omer, EMS. Mike, Hanzada, Aleyküm selam. Hello, already Richard, Aydan. My training, I don't know if my training, how my training is going. It's a little bit improving. You see, I think the forearm is getting, you see, bigger. Upper arm is not that big because I hurt biceps the other day. It was aching and now, but yeah, forearms, look at the right forearm. I mean, this looks like, yeah. Hello, Lagia, James, Sunshine, Mustafa Hussein, Andrea Yahveladze. I always have problem with your last name, Yahveladze. Yeah. Alfa Kangal, iyi günler kardeşim. Eyvallah kardeşim. 35 cm forearm, good for Asia is asking for 17 years old. I mean, if you correct the measure, yeah, it's good, very good, yeah. But some people just do like this and they measure like this and then they go down and then going up like this. And then they even just press like this. I don't think it's the right way to. Hello, Ryan. Hello, my friend. Sean, Lakinen, Kazi. İnşallah Alfa bir sürü var. Sırayla gidiyorum kardeşim. Daha yeni bir tane bizim ülkemizden birisini ağırladım. Sen ileri derecede konuşabiliyor musun İngilizce? Abdurrahman Kabil, DJ Techno Boom. Even Georgians can't pronounce my last name. Yeah. Today we will have two guests. One is from United States. The other one is from India. Hello, my satellite truck. Okay, okay. I think it's our Indian friends. Oh, his forearms look big on the picture.
Hello, Engin.
Hello, hello. You from India?
Right, right.
Oh, okay, listen. Whenever, how it is very, it looks very, very hard to pronounce your name. How do I call you?
You can call me Ish. Yeah, we're joined by Amarildo. Hey.
What's up, guys?
Hello, Amarildo. Hello, my friend.
What's up,
Amarildo,
Sir?
today we need to learn a lot of things from you. I know you are good about this kind of injuries and everything, correct?
You're gonna put me on the spot, aren't you, this whole time?
Yeah.
Sarah, hello, Sarah. How's it going?
Hey guys, it's going. How are you?
Hello, Sarah. How are you? Sarah,
Great.
Hello, Sarah.
possible you to turn your phone?
Like this?
Yeah, so that it can be full screen, you know.
I'm sure
All
the
right.
weather's treating you nice in Florida, isn't it? That's why you got a smile on your face.
Yeah.
All that sunshine.
Yeah, it's very sunny here.
So, okay. Before we start, can you guys introduce yourselves as fans? You're from India and you are an arm master as well, because I saw you have big forearms.
It's very good to when we get those angles. It's amazing.
Oh,
Or
I didn't see
else-
the forearms. Let's see the forearms. I didn't see them.
Just show us like this.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
not bad.
nice.
Not bad.
Yeah. So
And yeah,
yeah,
tell us.
please go ahead again. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my name is Ishanesh, and you're right, Angin. It's not just people from the public. I work for people in the United States, and they get it better than the Indians do. So everybody has problem with my name. I shorten it down, so people call me Ishan. So that way it's
Isha.
easier.
Okay, from now we call it Isha.
Ishan.
Okay,
Ishan,
because
yeah.
it's very, very hard for me to pronounce them. I don't know, maybe
That's right.
Sarah can do it, but not me.
I don't see any names on the videos. Is that normal?
I see many letters there. E, S, H, A. I think I don't know. You tell the rest.
Oh, I can see now.
Yeah, I should have
Okay.
renamed it. But people from Sweden, they have a really, really difficult last names. So Sarah, why don't you give it a try?
You want me to say your name?
Yeah.
Ishanish.
Oh, that's amazing. That's pretty right. Spot on.
That's how I would pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There is a reason that she is a legendary puller.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Yeah, so-
Amarildo, can you
Yeah, please.
introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Amarildo Spirolari. I was born in Albania. My family immigrated to the US in 99. I currently live in Virginia and practicing as a doctor, a chiropractor to be exact, for 3 years now.
And like, are you arm wrestler, anything, or just fan?
Well, the first ever arm wrestling practice I went to was Ron Bath's house. And I went to Ron Bath's house, did a practice, and then I was in so much pain for so long that I just I stopped pulling but I was watching it all the time. I went to a couple WAL events in Atlanta. I was, if you ever watch the video with Devin and Michael Todd pulling, I'm like in the very front with a green shirt on cheering, so a lot of people have seen me on that video. But I pull occasionally, if it interferes with my work because the elbow pain and the other pain that I get. So it's tough to fully commit, but I like to, when I get the itch, I scratch it.
Okay.
So,
Sarah, how is the
sorry.
recovery?
Recovery is really good. I'm 8 weeks post surgery now, and I'm doing my rehab twice a day. And I just came from the doctor this morning, and I can start training again in July. I thought it would be sooner than that, but that's how far out it's gonna be, because it's like this side is way worse than the right side, he said. My tendons were completely shattered, so it's gonna be a little more difficult healing process, so a little bit more time.
Okay, when he said that left is worse than the right side, talking about the old injury, or there is something new?
Yeah,
with
no,
the right.
so no, it's the injury I had on my right side 3 years ago against
Oh,
Gabby.
okay,
Yeah.
but you are okay now, right?
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Because whenever you said that it's worse than the right side, I was like, what
Mhm.
happened again to the right side?
Yeah. No, we're all good. Strong.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And how about your right arm?
Right arm is great. I train it every day. Feeling really strong. All my guys say that I feel stronger than ever. So I'm just waiting for I have a match against Heidi Cordner in August. So that's my next scheduled event. So.
Are you interested to pull overseas?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. And, different organization, different title. Yeah. But are you ready to challenge your borders, or you know what I mean? Like, you want to do something that would be written down in history, or you want to start, little bit, like, you want to go direct title, or yeah?
Okay, I don't know if I'm Gabby ready. I think I'm stronger now than a year ago. So like maybe, but I would like to pull somebody. So if you have somebody in mind, you know, you tell me if there's anything you would want to see.
But are you ready to pull? You know, because you pull Gabby, but
Mhm.
maybe let little bit more time. And are you ready to pull anyone who weighs as much as you do?
Yes, within 3 months. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah.
Mhm.
You are gonna pull only when you say that you are ready.
Mhm.
You understand? Yeah. These things. You know, I know you have been suffering with so many injuries and everything. I understand. If you ask me, I cannot tell you when I can. I have
Mhm.
maybe a little bit worse case because
Mhm.
older and yeah. But I understand that you need to be these kind of matches cannot be how say hurried. You understand? It needs to be done whenever it is the perfect time. For both
Mhm.
athletes. Is what I believe.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I still can't hold the peg with my left arm. Like, so I when I arm wrestle now, I pull with my right, and then my left side is, or my left arm is just hanging down. So I can't really pull 100% yet, even though I feel good, I feel strong, but I need that extra support from holding the peg, and I can do that in about 3 months. So
I think that you should come to East versus West. Of course, if you are good enough to win the qualifications in US. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so October, I think that's the right time. If you have another event in August, then I think that after August, then October, I think as long as you are not re-injured and anything, I think that's the best time. Guys, what do you guys think about Sarah Backman?
Oh, I'm a great fan of hers for the last, I guess, 10, 12 years or so. And I have a question for you, Sarah. And I really wanted to ask you ever since your first match with Gabby, not first match, the first super match that you had with Gabby at WAR.
Mhm.
So at a very young age, you started completely dominating and annihilating everybody that came your way. So many championships. After that, and then you suffer an injury. And then you go with a cast on your hand and win the world championships with left. I just want to understand what sort of mentality or strength, mental strength it takes. Like what gets you motivated after having won so much with an injury, being beaten up, and still you go ahead and train for the championships. Like how do you do that? How do you get motivated? Stay
So
motivated.
yeah, I mean, first of all, thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. I've always been obsessed of arm wrestling, sometimes more than other times. I go through phases where I'm like completely obsessed and it's all I want. And you usually you can see my social media when it's like I'm on fire, and then there's periods of time where I don't feel as much for it. But at the time where I pulled Gabby at WAL, I was also going through a divorce, and I don't know if you've ever gone through a divorce, but it's kind of rough mentally, and life changes, and I just needed to find myself again. So I booked a ticket to Poland to pull at Slotty Tour with the cast or with a sling, and I just wanted to do something for me. So the obsession came back along with my divorce, and that's like my reason why I went injured. I just needed to get away from where I was currently at.
I think
Yeah,
from now you are not gonna do things without being 100% sure, because that is your reputation as an athlete. So I think from now on you will be competing only when you think that you are totally ready. Yeah.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
before Amarillo ask you something, I will ask if you would go back in time to Dubai, would you change anything the way that you pull from the
Yeah.
beginning?
Yes, I would not go inside with her. I would try harder, faster to go on her fingers. Yeah, back. Yeah,
Right from the beginning, right? Right from the beginning.
right
Yeah.
from the beginning. But the
Yeah.
thing is, I know that I'm strong inside. It's just she was stronger.
You know what you were doing? You were kind of like jump in front of a truck that is going 100 miles an hour, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whenever you
Mhm.
just go there. And then I was like, of course you are my friend and she's my friend too. And then I was like, why is she still doing the same exact thing,
Yeah.
You go and then round 4, and then that round alone was worth of pay-per-view, that the long match. You topple her, but she still was very strong. The arm wasn't really moving so much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that if you did that right from the beginning, do you think that the result may be different? Because the reason I'm asking, because even though you topple her, it didn't seem like you were going anywhere either. That's why you get the fouls. You hit and your elbow was jumping.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that you would be exhausted or she would be exhausted in later rounds? If the round 4 was round 1, later rounds, who would be exhausted? Just your opinion.
Yeah, no, I definitely think if I had put more pressure back in the beginning, the outcome could have been different, because I know I have better endurance than her. It's how I train. I train for hours and hours, and I have done that for a long time, and I usually don't get tired quickly. That's one of my strengths. So it's definitely possible the outcome could have been different.
Yeah, but you don't mention this because once without somebody is asking you, you mention this, it will sound like excuse and this and that. But because since I ask, so you generally answer. Yeah, Amarildo, sorry about it.
Oh,
Go
you're
ahead.
good.
Yeah.
Well, I real quick, I wanted to ask what you had done to the shoulder, and then my main question was what you thought about Gabby and Barbara's match.
Okay, so yeah, first my shoulder, I tore my subscapularis, and subscapularis is the rotator cuff that does the side pressure. Yeah, you're a doctor, so so like any type of side pressure is like what I can't do, and I had the exact same injury on my right arm, so it's like bad luck or something, hard training.
Nothing in the rotator cuff or anything. It was just kind of.
Yeah, and the bicep tendon was also 2 inches out of its groove.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So they had to put that back.
Gotcha.
And oh my God, I was on fire for their match, Barbara and Gabby. Like, it was so cool to see somebody that young. Barbara, I've been following her for years as well, and very super strong. I always knew this, and I actually thought that she could, if there's anybody that could beat Gabby, it would be her. Yeah. So I was very excited for that match. Super proud of both of them. They showed extreme skill and sportsmanship. Like, you're proud to be one of them, when you see that type of match. So great job for both of them.
Yeah. When there is a understanding which I disagree, it's not with whole community, but some people, when 2 incredible athletes meet each other, when one loses, they bring the other guy down. No, if they are here, the other one just goes up. This doesn't go down. They both are great pullers. Like, for Gabby to lose against Barbara, I mean, not even a bit would take anything away from her. You to lose against Gabby, nothing even a bit takes from you. This, and then especially when I make those trading cards, also I remember this, and people are saying, oh, these guys are all like 7.5, 8, 9. Come on, man. Welcome to the Champions League. What do you expect? I mean, what do you expect from Sasha Andrew? What do you expect from Rustam Babayev? You expect like 5 and 6 or something? What do you expect? I mean, there is nothing better than this. So this is what I wanted to also mention. There is a super chat. There is a super chat. Aydan Walter. Hello, Engin. Huge fan of you and Sarah. I wanted to ask her what advice she would give to newer pullers like me.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. definitely, like, you have to genuinely love the sport, I believe, to be, you have to genuinely love anything to become great at it. So definitely fall in love with it and be passionate. I keep saying that you have to have some type of obsession for it, and to be really good. I would also advise to have table time at least once a week. I keep saying to people too, like people that only train in the gym, for example, like you can't become a good guitar player by playing piano. Like you got to arm wrestle to be good at arm wrestling. So at least once a week, I think table time is important. And then train your wrists, do a lot of pull-ups. I think that's a great basic exercise. Rope climbs for the general strength, for the upper body, grip strength as well. And then you can go into more specifics as you advance. But as a beginner, definitely general upper body strength is very necessary.
Yep, I agree everything you say. Okay.
Again, I want to say something, like when we were talking about cards.
Go ahead, my friend.
And internet is like flooded with all sorts of comments, and people don't always think too much before writing anything. But regarding the cards, even though like people like Sasha Andreev and Rustam Babayev, they're at the real top.
Yeah.
But still, I noticed something which was very analytically. I work in finance and data analytics, so that stuck out to me. Someone like John Brasink, who is like the best that's ever going to be.
Mm-hmm.
If you really look closely, let's say out of 100, he's coming out to 95, 94.5. And someone, even in your own mind, let's say Rustam Babayev or Sasha Andreev, who is amazing, but not John Brasink. Mm-hmm. You'll find places there where they are below them. So nobody at all on that entire list is inappropriately placed. Everybody is exactly where they should be.
I don't understand what you're saying exactly. So you are saying John is here, and then I make other guys above John, or what do you think?
No. I'm saying that, yeah. So John is at the very top, right?
Yeah.
And the other guys, although they are amazing, they are the very best, and they have to be 8, 9, 10 on all of them, but there is still below John. That is just one example. Not just John, even if you take another players, when we look at the accuracy, the numbers have been placed amazingly well. They're exactly appropriate for that person. So sometimes people might say, but Jerry is amazing. He has beaten John. He has amazing record. But overall on table versatility, he comes a little bit below John. And you'll find him, yeah, Jerry is below John. Gennady is below, let's say, some other puller. So although the placing of the numbers are very 89, 90, 92, 93 out of 100, they're all exactly where they're supposed to be. So I just wanted to commend you on how accurately the ratings were given. It was very nicely done.
But people need to understand something. Like somebody may not be so explosive. Somebody may not be like only like just say Cobra Rose. He was all about top roll. If I would rank his hook, if I would rank his something else, may not be so high. But if that guy is very, very good about something that very like key points, you understand? His total number may be lower, you understand? So it doesn't determine that, like all of his things, like he may not have super hand control, but he would just hold you like boom. Like for example, rest in peace, like Pushka. I don't think the beginning he has an incredible grip and going up, but I didn't see him like, you understand? I didn't see him super hand control. He just didn't need it. He just squeeze your thumb and boom, smash the pin pad, He didn't, so many times he didn't need endurance. So people just looks at the cards, they look at all of them and they think that the one who has and also remember, this is from one event to other event, the things may change. People may not be in same form, people are improving, people may be a little bit injured, like a lot of things. This is something general, like not to be taken super serious. And also, just my opinion, just those cards. Sarah, you want to have your cards as well in October?
Yes, I mean that's super cool. That's like a childhood dream,
You will have to sign a lot of cards.
Very cool.
Yeah, 1 hour. You need to spend 1 hour signing stuff.
Deal.
Yeah. Amarillo, My friend, what are you exactly? You are a doctor or you are a
Yeah,
physiotherapist
so
or what?
I got my doctorate in chiropractic. So I'm a chiropractor is what my title is. So that involves physiotherapy, musculoskeletal work. I don't prescribe medication. I don't perform any surgery. But
Yeah,
everything else,
that is what we need. That surgery needs to be the last thing
that's what I'm saying. It's the last resort. I'm trying to keep people away from surgery if I can.
Yeah. And we need like, since you are an arm wrestling fan, you are, I mean, probably like so curious about our type of injuries. And do you have any uh information, knowledge to share with us? Like your own opinions, you know?
Based off of what I've learned being in the arm wrestling community is how important it is to work the opposite muscles. So arm wrestling is all this back pressure, pulling side, all that stuff, so much chest involved. So anytime I pull, I always try to do the opposite after the workout to try and get the muscles involved that weren't involved during the practice, right? So a lot of internal rotation, I'll work external rotation. I'll take a band and just work outside, going out this way, going out this way, whatever, this kind of stuff. With the forearm, everybody, wants to work the curling the wrist this way, but they don't put any attention on doing this type of work the opposite way, because it takes a lot of pressure off the elbow once you do that. If you're just stuck doing the same thing all the time, your muscles are going to overcompensate and you're going to get injuries. Eventually you're going to get pain that
no balance. You are not balanced.
You got to have the balance. Exactly.
But
that's why I love.
Trust me, whenever you do this kind of things, I will also share my experience to train the opposite way. I think that you really need to be careful as well. It may also affect your performance. I wouldn't suggest to like newcomers to do that a lot. But after a point that after they build what they need, then it's good that they can balance. And I wouldn't suggest anyone to do the opposite way right after the training. I would just train, make sure that those muscles are shaped as I train. Maybe next day or something I can do the opposite way, but not right away. Because I train them to really shape. I don't want to do everything opposite way right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I love the Latvians, man. The Latvians got it right. Coach Ray, Giannis, those guys, they know exactly what they're doing. It's just like I see those guys and they got full extension in their elbow still, and I mean they got it all, So they're doing it right.
Just trust me. Being healthy is very important. But like for me, yes, I have so many injuries, but there is a reason for that. I had to really force myself that much. Just because I wanted to be healthy, like I couldn't sacrifice some of those tight tendons and everything. Of course, when you are not flexible, you get broken. But that is also a price that I had to pay. Yeah, forget about me. Let's go with Sarah again. Sarah, have you been following East versus West?
Of course. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Every time. Yes. Hardcore fan.
You enjoy? You enjoy?
Oh my God, yes. It's like the highlight of the month. It's what I look forward. It's even like we have a big calendar in the kitchen. And when it's the East versus West, it's on the board there, like on a Saturday or whatever it is,
You get happy? You get happy that it's coming soon?
So happy. So happy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I see that you support support. I see whenever I share something, I see that you always put a like and I see that you always show your support. Yeah. And it will be good. And what do you think about what would you criticize and what could you say in positive way, like minuses and pluses? Because I need to hear those minuses in respectful way as well too, so I can improve.
To be honest with you, Engin, like me and my husband, we watch it every time, and we're always like, it always gets better. We're so amazed with the production. Like it feels like you have taken 20 years of arm wrestling shows and perfected it. Like it's perfect. The angles, the sound, the commentating, everything is great. I don't even have anything bad to say. I think it's a great variety of matches. I mean, of course, I would like to see a little bit more women, but I understand too, it's hard to get women involved and on a high caliber.
I need to. That's why I did the qualification. I will
Yes.
involve more. Yeah, I will do more. Remember a while ago when the guy asked you on a super chat what advice, and you talk about being passionate, obsession, and then when you are talking, I smiled. That was the reason, because I think I represented the passion and the obsession. That is sort of why it is getting better, because I love doing it. I love doing it. Yeah. And whenever, I mean, Sarah, you know that we never receive the attention that we deserve all those years. Yeah. So it is kind of hurting me to see such a beautiful sport and its superstars are ignored. And now somehow I had an opportunity and I'm like, I'm gonna kill it. Understand?
You're doing so good. Like, I'm so proud of everything you have done, and like it's so fun for arm wrestling. Like, you have really taken it to the next level. So couldn't be more thankful for you, really.
Yeah, I also thank you for your support, and hopefully last a few days, just like it kind of discourages me to see unnecessary dramas that just people are putting. But I hear from people that who really loves the sport, positive things. And I know some people intentionally with fake accounts and troll accounts, try to discourage me and kill my motivation. But as long as I hear these kind of things, there's no way that they're gonna kill my motivation.
There's always going to be haters out there, and like you said, troll accounts. Like, I've dealt with that for years. People say that I look like a man, and like it hurt me in the beginning, but now I'm just like it doesn't even touch me anymore. So I hope you get to that point too, where you don't care, because it really doesn't matter what they say. You have a huge fan base that supports.
You are from Sweden. You are from Sweden. I'm from Turkey, and my nickname is Angry Turk, so it's hard for me to come to your point. And guys, do you guys have anything to add? And the same question to you guys, like what would you suggest me to do to better the event?
It seems like any sort of change that had to be made, you made it. In the beginning, there was issues with the internet. You took care of the internet. There was issues with replay. I think you took care of the replay. Like Sarah said, it's hard to critique anything. Everything seems so good. If there's one thing, if I had to critique something, it would just be, maybe make it a 2-day event, because the event can be so long sometimes, and
but that's why it's 11 matches now.
Oh, it's 11
matches. Yeah, 11 matches. Yeah, so it will be around, not that long, but about 4 hours. But come on.
Yeah, I think 4 hours
every 3 months is good, And you will be like, oh, did it finish? But 6 hours, as you said, you don't have any more adrenaline, because everything is so exciting. John is pulling Irakli, this guy is pulling that guy, and then you are you have no more power to even react. Everything, you are just it's like you overeat, things, and then you can't eat anymore. Yeah.
You know what, on Amarildo's point, I understand the business perspective of it, shorten it 4 hours, but to be very honest, again, even after the event is done, it's 3 a.m. in India, or even after that, and then we get a call with our arm wrestling friends who are discussing right on the spot, oh my god, this has happened. And then the last time Barbora's match, so history, it was nobody was believing that could happen. History was created. And then I have friends in the Slovakian team who were training with Barbora. So after I had discussion with my Indian friends, we got on call there. Oh my God, this has happened. So the 4-hour event is actually 6 hours for us, and we are really grateful for that.
But even after watching all that, you still have time to continue discussing about it. See, I love that. See, whenever I hear this, it helps my motivation that you guys are that passionate, because there is something I find common. you know, with what I feel, what Sarah feels, what you feel, what Amarillo feels. It's beautiful. But imagine that, you know, whenever I was organizing so many matches, a lot of people, I'm not gonna mention, they told me, and you need to do only these matches and, you know, pay only for these guys. And I'm like, you know, there are a lot of superstars that you don't know about them. And they're our masters. They deserve to be here. You need to get to know them. They disagree. Now, you talk about Barbara, right? How many people was talking about Morozov 1.5
Right,
years
that's
ago?
true.
Yeah. So
That's
this is,
true.
we need to give those people chances, and we need to also provide opportunities so they can show themselves. We need to have a, like, create a dream for them that they can, if I'm good enough. So they didn't have that. Many people wrote to me, I cannot come, you know what to do. So this is why we have qualifications. And like I just want to inform that they think Sarah Beckman no need to compete qualification to come these versus. He just chooses to compete. Sarah Beckman, anytime she's ready, she knows that she has a super match there, right, Sarah? You know that.
I appreciate that.
But you know that there's some people like
Mhm.
Gabriela doesn't need. In fact, Egle doesn't need. Like if Irina Makeva wanted to come back, she doesn't need. The other
Mhm.
day, somebody I'm not gonna mention said that I think Barbara asked her to ask me or something if she needed to compete the European qualification.
That's
I
funny.
told that person to tell, you know, I don't know if it's true or not, but I said she is the champion, she has the title.
Yeah.
What kind of
Yeah.
qualification she would need, you know, to
Uh,
compete? Yeah. Yeah.
Again, on the since we're talking about Barbora's match, one question to you, like at that time you were the organizer, and it wouldn't have been right to ask because you know the
Yeah.
you were organizing the match. But
Yeah.
in your very honest opinion, and this goes to you too, Sarah, uh, did you really see the match going that way? Did you really see, and in what percentage did you see Barbora winning or winning that way, like fatiguing Gabby's hand and then just going through her hand? Were you expecting that, and what was your like really prediction in your heart?
I thought beforehand that Barbara could beat Gabby based on her height. She's like twice the size of Gabby. Like her arm is a lot longer, and she's a multiple world champion in the heavier weight class than Gabby, you know? So I saw it coming. I did.
Oh, great. What about you, Engin? Were you also very confident that Barbara would make history?
I would not organize a match if I didn't think that one guy or one girl doesn't have chance. I wouldn't
Chance.
organize that match, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would think that one is favored, but I would still think that maybe the other guy or girl would cause problem. But about this, I really didn't know how the match. And after I saw the first two rounds, I was like, wow, what a domination. And suddenly everything changed. You know,
Yeah.
I would never ever expect. But there are many matches that happen. And this is the beauty of armors. When I
Yeah.
said Dave Sheffield versus Morozov, it was like 90% Dave Sheffield on the polls. But Morozov,
Yeah.
so that we need this kind of surprise as well. I'm not talking about Dave needs to lose to be surprised, but we set the matches. Even like if you see out of 15 matches, if you see 3-4 surprises, it just shocks the world. That's why we are in this life. You know, if everything is gonna go as expected, that would be such a boring life. You know? It's my opinion. Yeah.
On that note, as Sarah mentioned, as Ameldo mentioned, it beats imagination what you're doing with East versus West. Like it is the perfect thing that a fan from an entertainment perspective can imagine, even those who are not arm wrestlers. But just not even a suggestion. I'm asking you, would you think if that would be okay? When John's match was going with Petrenko, later on some other people's videos in True Powers channels, we saw the camera panning out and the energy was so high in the room. Like people were shouting out. It was amazing to witness that. So keeping that in mind, if the matches were held maybe kind of like WAL or maybe in a different way where the fans
This is
could
what we are
come.
considering. That was one of the
Yeah.
reasons that I asked a question. We need two things missing.
Yeah.
The music
Yeah,
and
big
the
time.
crowd around. We need to do that. That needs to be next two steps. And
Yeah,
the music, I want to use some high quality music, but not
yeah,
with copyright issues, because I'm gonna put the videos on YouTube. And or I need to, I don't know how to still, I couldn't figure out. I need to really pay money and
yeah,
get the right to use the music, something very good. It can be even some expensive. As long as it's gonna be good enough for the community, you understand? It is gonna
yeah,
add something. I'm not cheap. We can do that, yeah. But
yeah,
we will
of
see.
course.
And Amarildo, you are quiet, my friend. You are quiet.
Well,
Do you have any questions for Sarah
no,
or anything you want to say? Whatever you want to say.
yeah, no, I was gonna put my input on Gabby and Barbara's match.
Yeah.
So once I saw Gabby and Sarah pull, and I saw that Sarah was able to fatigue Gabby's hand in those later rounds. Once I saw Barbara get that first win, I was almost certain in my head that Gabby was going to have a very hard time getting another win. So I saw Barbara winning that match as soon as she got the first one. And to be honest with you, before the match happened, I was a little bit stupid in thinking this, but I thought Barbara was just too big, too strong, too much leverage and everything, and she was going to give Gabby a real hard time. And then Gabby just, smoked her the first two rounds. I was like, okay, never mind. But then, like I said, she finally was able to stop Gabby, fatigue her hand. And then after that, I was like, it doesn't look good for Gabby at this point. And, Barbara was able to come out on top there. But I mean, amazing match. And you talked about Dave and Morozov and that, and I have to be honest, when you put that match together, I was like, how does this match make sense? I mean, Prudnik just smoked Morozov, and
Things change, people grow, people
absolutely.
people progress,
That,
experience. Yeah.
And then I questioned you again when you made Bojidar and Adam Orzinski. I was like, Adam has never pulled on international stage, and Bojidar, many time world champ. I was like, there's no way. And then boom, we see it, and he was basically playing with Bojidar. I was like, oh my gosh.
He didn't get to play, but he had the full control.
Yeah,
But my
just
friend,
looking at him,
I really need to take that kind of risk so that we can see something shocking, new stars. I don't know either. I don't know. Maybe Bojidar was gonna beat him, but I look at it, I see the possibility. I said, let me do it. And then whatever happens. I cannot know everything, but how are we gonna now? I said, Adam Warzinski versus the new guy, Basha. I don't know either. Maybe Adam is gonna kill him. Maybe Basha is gonna surprise us, 18 years old kid.
So
And back to our superstar, Sarah. So Sarah, you said that your friends or teammates are telling you that your performance or your shape right now better than ever. You said, or as good as ever, or you said
Yeah,
something.
I mean, the guys have been training with for years, but like most of the time I'm stronger than all of them. And yeah,
These are
and
male, right?
males, correct. And I just know based on what I'm training, like the weights I'm training in the gym too, I feel just strong. I don't do any, like before, all my life I've done like bodybuilding, powerlifting, arm wrestling, but now for 2-3 years I've trained only arm wrestling. I only train arm wrestling stuff now. I don't care about body so much anymore, and I don't care about how I look and stuff. I just want to be strong here, and that's what I train every day. So it's a little bit different, a little different.
Sarah, I mean, like looking good is, I know it is, I mean, probably good feeling, but that satisfaction of that being the best, satisfaction of the war, it is not only because of the winning, but it is because of like I don't know how to say, you are like on a battlefield, that kind of adrenaline, that kind of I don't know, I think that's something that you really want to feel it, you need it. That's just, and that's probably why you choose more of arm wrestling. Unless, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel more mature too. Like before, I cared very much how I looked and stuff, and you can see it on my social media too. Like it's not as much focused on the look, and I've lost a lot of fans because a lot of fans just care about fit body and it's not about that anymore for me. I want to be the strongest.
So you are saying that you are gonna be who you want to be, not what people want you to be.
Yes.
So you want to be what you choose to be. Okay, that's
Right.
that's the key for happiness for 100%.
Yes.
Once you try to be as people want you to be at some shape, then trust me, it's no good. It's no good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wanted
And
to ask.
that's just what's that?
I was going to ask Sarah, who do you get a chance to train with in Florida? Are you training with like Artem and Chance and some of these bigger guys, or usually try to keep it
very rarely, maybe once a year I train with them. They live 3 hours away and they have their own teams and stuff. I train with Brad Grundy sometimes.
Brad, yeah.
Are you
That guy's
familiar?
strong.
Yeah.
That guy. Don't tell me that you're beating that guy.
No, no, absolutely not. But like he comes to my gym once in a while, and that's always a pleasure. So
Yeah, I'm a male puller. I don't think I can beat him. At least
Mhm.
now the guy is very, very strong. The guy is powerful. There is a super chat,
in that qualifier, right?
and Silky
Mhm.
Wilkie says that you can hire Takashings to write and produce introduction music for athletes.
He is funny.
Yeah, he's good about it. Yeah,
Yeah, he's really good.
yeah. He and his girlfriend. Remember the Godzilla song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your super chat. And there is another one, my friend, Sean Crowther, my friend. Thank you for your super chat. For what it will add, I don't think it would be worth paying royalties to use music for entrance songs. When you release the videos on YouTube, you could just have the audio muted during the entrances. I understand. Thank you for your super chat and suggestion. Silky Wilkie, another one. What is most important pressure in wrists? Maximum pressure resistance over a short period or consistent pressure over the length of a match? Sorry. I don't know if you understand. Does anybody follow the chat?
Yeah, I think you're asking what is it better to just have a lot of raw horsepower, or is it better to be able to hold, I guess, have more endurance? It seems like the question. What matters more? What's more important?
Short bursts or one long match.
Yeah. And I guess it would depend on the person. You got fast twitch muscle fibers, you got slow twitch muscle fibers, so I think that's probably what it comes to.
What's your opinion? This
I think if you are lucky to be born with the fast twitch muscle fiber and you can hit from the go fast and hard, I think that's better than to catch and hold. If I understand it correctly, I
understood it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe instead of explain, can you directly read the super chat? Maybe she would understand. That
Me?
way. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
I think that's better than to catch them.
So it was the last one. What is the most important feature in the wrist? Maximum pressure resistance over a short period or consistent pressure over the length of a match?
Okay. Is this the same thing you understood before or something different?
I understand it differently now. I think the wrist control pressure I think the wrist pressure needs to be constant always. If you lose the wrist at any point, you will be in a bad position, most likely. So you have to be strong during the whole steady pressure throughout the match is more important.
Yeah. Anyway, so okay, let's talk a little bit about the matches. Do you follow these guys, or some of them you will not know, Sarah?
Like at East versus West, or
Yeah.
I watched them. I watched them all, but the thing is, I tend to be more interested in matches if I know them personally.
Okay. What we will do, I will start asking the ones that you have opinion. You say that okay, I will, and the ones that you are not familiar so much, you can say that okay, you don't have, and then I can only ask to our fan guests. Okay, let's start with like Sarah, Rob Visions versus Zurab. I'm sure you know Zurab because this will be the 6th time Zurab is coming.
Plus, Rob is a personal friend. I love
Yes.
him and his family. I can't wait. Yes, it will be very exciting.
That's not what I asked.
I think Rob, if he's in his right mind, can take him. So I believe in Rob.
How do you think? How does he take him? Side pressure, hook, top roll him. How do you think?
That I don't know.
You don't know.
Nope.
Okay. But just remember, the ones that you are familiar, I will ask details. Way.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, guys, and shortly, let me also have your prediction. Amarildo?
Yeah. So, like Sarah said, and I think a lot of us know that if Rob Vigent is serious, he's committed, he's a really bad dude. So if that's the case, I see Rob taking Zurab's hand and probably finishing with a press like he likes to. If not, I think Zurab will just turn him right in, and it'll be bicep on bicep. And I have a hard time kind of saying or seeing Rob being able to compete with Zurab's inside pressure. And I think Zurab would probably pin him fairly comfortably. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, you said that possibilities, but how about the prediction?
My prediction, I like Rob. I've always liked Rob. I'm going to say Rob 3-1.
3-1. And you?
I have very similar prediction to Amarildo. I think Rob takes it because he's been showing up nowadays. Like on the podcast, we can see he's motivated, he's training. And when Rob's training, he is a bad dude. And the newer fans, they just don't know because he's been quiet in the last 3 years. But he has a long history. You pick out names, he has beaten them all. So he has pedigree. So, but I do think that Rob, if he's working on his strap game a little bit more, because if he takes the lane that Chance took against Zurab and is able to lock that in, I think it's going to be a good pin for Zurab, like for Rob, 3-0. But just because he's rusty and he's coming back after a long time, also he's in the habit of catching people. So if it takes some time to understand which lane Zurab is taking, maybe the first one could go to Zurab, but I think Rob is going to take it. And I'm really rooting for him.
I understand. And do you know Doug Erlich?
Yeah.
From Florida, Sarah?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Maybe I pronounced not good. Can you pronounce Amarildo?
Doug Erlich. Doug Erlich.
Doug Erlich. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know much about him, unfortunately.
And he's from Florida, I think, no? Is he not?
I don't think so.
He's not?
I've never met him.
From Northeast.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, let's talk about Prokopchuk versus Douglas. Amarildo.
So Doug surprised me a lot beating Coach Ray. I was very impressed with that. I see Doug as like a bigger, maybe stronger version of Corey Miller. And we saw what happened with Daniel and Corey. Once Daniel got that stop, I feel like it's just so difficult to do anything with Daniel. So maybe Doug gets one round, but after that, I see Daniel winning pretty comfortably. So I'll say either 3-0 Daniel or 3-1 Daniel.
And you? This is very interesting in the way
how was I calling it? Ash, yeah? You said Ash?
Ishanesh.
Ishan. You can call me Ishan.
Ishan.
Yeah, Ishan.
Ishan. Okay,
So-
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So
often I forget and I was like, how about you? But I don't say your name because I look
It's
at that
okay.
and I'm like, I cannot pronounce it. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so thrilled to be here. Engin doesn't even matter. So I think this is very interesting. The way you had mentioned earlier that sometimes you have to take the risk. The way you took the risk with Adam and Bozidar. So this is
Uh-huh.
one of those matches. But Daniel Prokopchich he's an outlier. He's an aberration in the world of his strength. For the size that he is, the numbers that he puts up on his channel, we have seen his training. This match will, even if Doug has a very fast hit, which he will have, and I think that Dan is gonna hold him and show, like he'll just let it go there and then side pressure through. If it doesn't go that way, I'll be thrilled because it'll be upset. And anytime there's an upset in the arm wrestling world, we are all very happy as a fan. But I think that Dan takes it 3-0.
Okay. And Sarah, do you know Adam Wojcinski?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. He versus
Great.
the young guy, Basha Saginashvili. But did you follow Basha anywhere or probably no?
Yeah, I did. But were you asking me about the prediction with Adam? And
Yeah. Yeah, even I mean, I organized. Even I have no clue. All I
Mhm.
know, Adam, incredibly strong guy, and a young guy. The Georgians are talking so highly,
Mhm.
like almost they're gonna tell me he would be John Burzing, almost, And
Mhm.
so then, like I'm like I have no clue. So I'm curious about what you would think.
Yeah, I don't know the other guy. I just know that Adam has a lot of heart and that obsession we talked about earlier.
Mhm.
I'm super proud of his accomplishments so far, and I cheer for him, but I don't know the outcome.
Yeah. And how about uh Alican Muradov versus Cody Merrick? Sarah,
I don't know. I really don't know about that one either.
do you know the guy Alican Muradov? You know that 95 kilo Kazakh guy, they competed in the super heavyweight WAF and he won the WAF Wars while he is 95 kilo. And then he recently beat Petrenko with left arm after a long war, the Kazakh guy.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, and he's gonna pull against Cody Merrick. You know Cody Merrick?
Cody Merrick, I know. Yes.
But probably you don't have any idea.
I don't have a prediction. No.
Okay, so let me find a match that you would know. Would you know about Pauline versus Sasha?
Pauline and Sasha. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That would be cool. I think. Isn't Paul a little bit heavier than Sasha?
I mean, they both will be 95 kilo. The category is
okay.
95, but usually Sasha is 90, 92,
Mhm.
and Pauline cuts down to 95. After the weigh-in, he's very near 100 kilo.
Yeah. I mean, Paul has shown everybody recently that he can play with the big
The best.
names.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this match. I think it's gonna be a war inside a hook, and will you see who's gonna be stronger?
Yeah, so you are expecting a tough hook match.
I do.
Yeah, because you don't think that somebody can topple Sasha. Personally, I didn't see anyone topple Sasha.
Yeah.
The guys beat him, they beat him hook, but only 2 guys or 3 guys have done that. Other than that, I don't remember somebody is really taking his wrist like this. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So you are right about it. So I just wanted to say that I have the same opinion. And guys, if you go just by the winner or percentage prediction, how would you go with Alican and Cody match, Amarillo?
So this match is super interesting because when I always think about how would Cody Merrick do against Petrenko, and when I think of that, I think that Cody would beat Petrenko a little bit easier than Alican would. That's what I think. But Alican is so explosive, and if he turns Cody into a hook, I think it'll be pretty comfortable for him. But if Cody can keep his wrist, keep his hand, I think Cody wins that match.
Mhm. Roman, you said Iraqi top roll Sasha. I don't think he top rolled him. Sasha attack, and he stopped him, and he went straight to the pad.
That's
I
how
don't think he top rolled. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's super close because I'm a huge fan of Muratov. At his weight, what he's doing in WoF is mind-boggling. And exactly what Ameldo said, like Cody beat him easier. Cody would beat Petrenko easier. Like I picture him beating him easier. But the
Mhm.
thing with Cody is that immense amount of torque that a super heavyweight can generate, he'll always be higher than Muratov on that. But if Muratov stops that, I don't think that Cody will power through Muratov's lock. And for that reason, I have him like 60-40 favorite on this. People might
Yeah.
disagree because Cody is a super heavyweight, but Muratov he's amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Sarah, there is one for your, I should say, countryman, Tobias.
Vitaly.
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, that's cool. That's
It's
cool.
all right. Yeah.
I don't know. I hope Tobias wins, but I think Vitaly may be a little too much for him. Maybe.
I understand.
I don't know though,
I
but
understand.
he's so amazing, but he's young, and Vitaly has been in for a while, so it'll be interesting.
Tobias just rose. Hi, Sarah. I am very disappointed. I wouldn't expect this from you. I'm joking.
They should call you Engen Teasy, not Engen Terzi. You like the
Yeah.
tease.
Because I see that how shy she was to
Yeah.
predict against her countryman. She was so shy
Yeah.
too. And then I'm like, okay, this is good opportunity to use, Yeah.
I
And
hope he proves me wrong. I really do. But we'll see.
yeah, the guy is young guy. I don't know if he can win or not, but I'm going to give those guys chance. I will continue to support some of the guys, like future stars. Like, it doesn't matter. At least I will know his level, and then his next time will be, lower if Laletin is really above him. But if somehow he beats Laletin, then probably the you guys in India will be talking about him next 4 hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? Right now, like I have people commenting on Instagram. Oh my God, you're there. Wish we could be there. So already next discussion is starting.
Yeah. And I want to ask Brandon versus Samusha to Amarildo.
Samusha it's at 85, right?
Yes.
But yeah, the only person I can see beating Samusha is if Sasha went down to 85 kilos. I don't see anybody else beating.
Not even Zolev if he somehow goes down.
I mean, I don't know the condition Zolev's in. I mean, we saw when Zolev pulled John, apparently he was dealing with a little bit of injury. I don't think his inner elbow maybe or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If you tell me it's the Zolev that pulled Todd Hutchings, yes, Zolev wins. But I don't know if that's the version of him we would get.
He was 91 kilo. Then yeah, he was in fact 94 kilo, and there was some issues. There was like for them to come here, and so. Anyways, how about you? What do you think about that match?
3-0.
Brandon?
Yeah, huge fan of both of these guys, and Brandon has been up and coming for the last 3 or 4 years now. Amazing puller, but this, in my opinion, is an easy win for Samusha. And the reason I say this is when I thought about it, 2 major reasons. Brandon is going to give up a lot of weight. He's not an 85 kilo guy. And Samusha actually.
Did you see the picture he recently shared?
Yeah,
The guy, I mean, he was huge. And the guys, I don't know where the weight is going,
yeah,
but I can see that he was very ripped.
yeah.
But I didn't see any side loss. Those
Loss,
guys,
yeah,
but they know how to lose weight. Like guys like
that's true.
Pauline, this guy, yeah, professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just this thing comes in mind, and Samushia is at the very, very, very top. And I thought about how a match with Craig Tullier would go for Brandon Alcester. And Craig is so fast, and still he just got caught in that hook every single time.
Yeah.
So if Brandon even tries that, like explosive hit, it's not going to go well. And then Brandon has a tendency to lose his hand and then come back with a dead wrist or try to go into flop. If Samushia takes his hand, I think that he's going to top roll him after hooking him first. But then if Brandon surprises us, it'll be amazing again. But I think it's 3-0 for Samushia.
Okay, Sarah, this is a good match. Irakli Zirakashvili, Kedirgali Ongarwe. Don't tell me you don't know these guys.
I know them.
Okay.
I know them.
But listen. I don't want you to tell me this is gonna be a good match and I think it will be great. And I don't want that. I want you to tell me something technical, your expectations. You don't have to be right. A lot of people, even John Bursing has been wrong. So be comfortable. Just tell how you see the match. You are one of the best female pullers. I mean, if you don't know, who's gonna know?
Yeah. I'm a big Irakli fan. So based on his last couple performances, I think he's gonna be one of the best ever in the sport. I think he's gonna do it quickly and be done with it. So I think
gonna flash on Garber or?
Yeah.
Yeah, majority of the people are thinking that Ongarbev is favorites, majority of the people. But even when you say like he's gonna be quick and it's over, just tell me, come on, you know what
It's gonna be it's gonna be a strap match. It's gonna be a strap match.
Pressure, you know what's the dead risk pressure. Tell me how it's gonna be so quick.
Okay, strap match.
Yeah.
Boom, I think.
Side pressure.
Straight to the
Side pressure. Maybe a little bit hook, like a little bit hook, maybe.
I understand. So you are one of the people that thinking Irakli is favorite. Yesterday, Levan Saginashvili, he's like Irakli's brothers and training partner. Even he said that, you know, Ongarbev is slightly favorite. But who knows? Can you imagine that, you know, we go after the event and we remember that what you were saying?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. And Amarildo.
Yeah, I think Ongarbayev is one of the best pullers I've ever seen, probably we've ever had. You know, after the way he beat Michael Todd and how calm and composed he was and relaxed, and it was brilliant. I don't know. I
was amazed.
I
have been in this sport for more than 30 years. I just watched like by being amazed, you know, just I was like, wow.
After I saw that, then I started to think in my head, well, maybe at 105 kilos, him and Devin might actually be a good match, because before that I was like, probably not. But now, yeah. So anyways, to get back to this match, I see Ongarbayev is just too smart, and he knows how to hit his angles. He knows where he's good. So 3-1 Ongarbayev. I think Irakli
but especially the early rounds, war, right? War.
Yeah, war for sure.
Yeah,
it's going to be a battle of the hand to see whose hand gives up first. And Ongarbayev has got so much endurance. We've seen that, you know. So
yeah. And
yeah. So I agree with Amir. The first round, if we see the first round of Ongarbayev with John and the first round of Irakli with John, I think that Irakli wins that battle in the first round with Ongarbayev. But Ongarbayev is a wizard on the table. Not just with Michael Todd. With Michael Todd, what it is mind-boggling. I can't imagine anybody who's pulling Michael for the first time adapts so quickly and then dominates. So it was amazing. But I think that he's just too smart. Ungarbayev is too smart. He's going to turn it around. I also give it 3-1. But the first round, I do believe that Irakli is going to take it. Irakli is going to win the back pressure battle and the side pressure battle with Ungarbayev. But
Did you just say that Ungarbayev dominated Michael? Is what you said?
not dominated.
Oh.
Like how quickly he adapted. And then
Adapted,
once,
yes.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like I couldn't believe the way he was adapting and then hitting. And by the time it ended,
My friend, I don't think that he just adapted there. I think he did a very good
yeah,
homework.
analysis.
Yeah.
Absolutely. To our
Yeah,
eyes,
but
it was
no,
like,
no matter how good homework you do, if you are
Yeah.
not capable of doing it, if you are not smart enough to do it, if you don't have like enough mental power to control yourself, and do you realize that the guy is playing chess at the arm wrestling
Yeah.
table? The guy, how
Yeah.
calm he is. Like the guy is really looks like, he has, to me, incredible control over his emotions. The guy is just, and
Like I
from
said,
other side, Iraqi, what's that?
if there's one word to describe Kirigali, it's brilliant. That's
Yeah.
when I watch him pull, that's what I think.
I cannot do with one word. There are a lot of things, but Irakli is also very strong, and the guy has big
Yeah.
dreams. And in my opinion, this is the biggest match of his life, because if he wins, he will be the professional world champion. And I know that he has been living with that dream. Another super chat is back. Silky Wilkie, thank you, my friend. Is back pressure most useful if all parts of your arm stay locked? Can you pull yourself out of position using back pressure, but lose your bicep or wrist? Did you understand, Sarah? Or
No.
is back pressure most useful if all parts of your arm stay locked? Can you pull yourself out of position using back pressure, but lose your bicep or wrist? I didn't really understand either, but Silky Wilkie. Maybe if you would show at the table, I would understand.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any of you?
I'm having a hard time understanding that question too.
Yeah.
But did you read Amarildo on the chat? Did you read it?
I tried to pull it up, but I don't want to.
Okay, yeah.
I'll look.
Sorry, Silky Wilkie. It's probably my English. I didn't understand, but Julio Martinez, Sarah Backman versus Irina Gladkaya. Engin. Sarah, I call correct, right? Sarah Oliva.
Yeah, that's my married name, but in arm wrestling, I'm still being referred as Sarah Backman.
Okay, so whenever I share an announcement about you, I should do Sarah Backman?
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to disrespect. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I should have asked. But since I saw on your profile, on your Instagram, it says Sarah Oliva or Sarah Backman?
On Instagram, it's Sarah Backman.
Oh, Sarah Backman. Okay. Yeah, okay, so Sarah Backman from now. Okay. Yeah, Sarah Backman versus Irina Gladkaya. You have ever pulled against her? You did, right? I think you're
Many
2000,
times.
2011.
Yeah. Yes, many times when I was lighter. And she actually
65
reached
kilos.
out to me like 2 years ago. She wanted the match, but she wanted me to lose to 70 kilo. And I don't do that. I'm 80 kilo. That's my weight class. I'm not going to cut to lower than that. So I declined.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sarah, have you pulled Egle before?
Yes, also many times. I've never beaten her, ever.
I was going to say that's something I would love to see at East First.
But I was also, it was also like.
I organized that match.
Yes.
10 years ago. Exactly 10 years ago.
And I was 65 kilo then, and she was 80, I think.
Yeah.
Now we're the same class. Now we're the same category. So now it would be more even, I think.
I'd love to see.
Yes. It would be incredible. But now she's wounded female lion. After she lost against
Yeah.
Gabriela,
And Gabby, yeah.
I asked her, like, don't be discouraged. You know, you are one of the legends, one of the gods.
Mhm.
She said she did not given a single day of training. So she continued. She was not. She's coming back. She's coming back for Barbara. She's coming back for Gabriela. And she's coming back for Sarah Beckman.
This was exciting. So exciting.
Listen. I don't want to say the details, but like there are like two armies, and then the one that brings the news, there is an army with 30,000 people. They are coming towards you, and it says that we are also going towards them. You know, so that should be the attitude. You know, if she's coming for you, Sarah, it means that you need to be going to her as well. You know.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Yeah, let's
Mhm.
go. There are things to prove. There are things to prove. That's why you are
Definitely.
training. You are not training just to beat people in North America. It is
Exactly.
too small for Sarah Beckman. That
Mhm.
kind of goal, and it doesn't fit, you know, because
Mhm.
Sarah Beckman was Sarah Beckman, you know, is just something global, not limited to any
Mhm.
continents. Yeah.
Mhm.
So hopefully we will see you.
Cool.
Okay, Silky Wilkie, I meant to say, should you back pressure if you think you will lose your wrist and or get opened up? It totally depends on your style and your abilities, my friend. For me, no. For me, I like to remain with the hand control, but this for me. So in arm wrestling, there is nothing like black or white. Some people they do, even they lose their wrist, they and then they still beat the guy like that. You know, it's just totally up to your abilities. Okay, so let's go to another one. I will ask this. Do you know Revas, Sarah?
No.
Okay, let me ask this quickly. So Amarildo, Shafi versus Revas.
It's
You
such
are
a good.
already smiling and shaking your head
It's,
like this.
it's so good. I mean, if it wasn't for you, Engen, or King of the Table, we wouldn't know guys like Chafee, Irakli had such strong presses. You know, I mean, I don't think even those guys themselves would have known that they could press like they did. You know, so I think that Revaz's hand might be a little bit better, but again, Chafee's got so much side pressure. It's hard. It's very difficult. If I had to say, if I had to choose, I would say Revaz 3-2.
I mean, whenever I think about Dave Shafi, probably with the exception of Levan, I see every match moving
His
to
way.
we win inside of Dave. We just do not know it's gonna end up on the pad or the guy will put a break. But from here to there, in my opinion, if this guy had the hand of Levan, he would be just mopping the floor with everyone with that side pressure. This guy's side pressure, nobody has, in my opinion. And but his wrist sometimes doesn't handle his own pressure if the guy has incredible back pressure. And how do you see that match?
So
Yeah. Go ahead, Amrit.
I was gonna say I got it 3-2 for Revaz.
Yeah.
That's good to hear because we were agreeing on a lot of stuff. So it's good to have a disagreement also. I think that Dave is gonna take this because when I think of two things, like you're mentioning, in how much back pressure does Revaz have to bend Dave's wrist back, and I don't think him having more back pressure than Hermes has. And since this is a best of 5, although Dave has already proved his endurance now, I think that if someone with extreme side pressure and hook comes, Dave is in a problem. But if someone comes at him with a hand and side pressure, Dave is winning the side pressure battle. Rivas may have a slightly better hand, although I don't believe so. But I think that Dave is taking this. Dave is taking this 3-1, and that one might come if he indeed starts losing his wrist back, gives up one round, and then comes back with a dead wrist. But he's taking this one, in my opinion.
Yeah. In my opinion, neither of these guys, they can afford to lose. Dave Chappie has lost some matches, and Revas lost his last match against Morozov. So it is Revas's opportunity to prove, if he is really in that group or one
Right.
group below. And for Dave Chappie, East versus West, he had 3 matches, he lost all. And although the first 2 matches he was winning 2-0 and endurance, but the last match Hermes won 3-0. So I think that right now he's healed up because he hasn't been pulling since November, and I think he's coming here to prove something. Yeah, he cannot afford another loss. This is not from my perspective. For me, someone like Dave
Yeah.
Chappie is always honored to have here.
Ingen, can I
So-
ask a question on this
Yeah.
regarding Dave Chaffee? I was very curious because we talk of his side pressure, the inside game, that is inside pulling, the twisting pressure is so much. The last 2 losses, apart from Hermes and Levan, the losses that he had against Gennady and Morozov, in both of them, people say that it was just endurance. It's not just endurance. With Gennady by the 3rd round and with Morozov in the 2nd round, we saw Dave go down with his top roll, and the moment he got locked a little bit in the wrist, like they tried to set their hook in, it seemed that Dave could not break that lock, and he started losing on the inside. So Dave is amazing, but if he has one chink in his armor, is it that his inside game has suffered a little bit?
Yeah, but
Because
if his endurance wasn't good enough, it would affect everything. So I don't know. It's a long subject. I need to finish this, and I want to ask Amarildo about Arif, Artem, and Dizerano, and then I will go to last match for Sarah Beckman. Arif and Dizerano, how do you see this match?
Okay, so I wanted to ask you first, is Arif is he healthy? Everything is good? No, he's not dealing with any injuries or anything. He's in good shape. Arif, because you know him.
No, both are very healthy. Both are very healthy, and both are very strong. I
Yeah.
really don't know what's gonna happen.
That last event was my first time seeing Disaronov, and that guy's got so much heart, man. He never quits fighting. So I was super impressed with him. I was super impressed that Arif beat Corey the way he did. I did not see that happening. I thought Corey was going to turn him into a hook and straight to the pad, but Arif top rolled him, which Kurdecha had a hard time doing, so
I will tell you something. Kurdecha may have, because he's taller, over 2 meters as far as I know, better hand, wrist, and back pressure, but Arif's side pressure is stronger than. So whenever you try to hook, Arif, and then allow him to use his wrist, the guy is hitting sideways incredibly.
So based off that, Arif, I don't see Disaronov taking Arif's hand or winning the hand battle. And like you said, if Disaronov tries to put him into a hook, I see Arif flashing him. So I'm going 3-0 Arif on that one.
And you?
I think the weight difference is too much. Zaranov is an amazing puller. In his category, it's good. He showed great heart in the left hand against Wagner, but the weight difference is too much here. And if he stops it in a hook, Zaranov can give anybody a run for his money. He's a legend. But I see that Arif is going to flash pin him. His top index strength might be more. So, yeah.
Okay, Sarah, the last one. Gennady Kvikvinia versus Devon Larat. Listen, you know Gennady very well.
Mhm.
You have been in same European World Championships,
Mhm.
Lottie with him for many years, probably 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
Until you quit and you left to North America. But during that time over here, so you know him, but now he's of course also different level, because this is not WAF, this is not Europeans, and you know Devon Larat very well. So
Is Devin healed, or does he still have his bicep injury?
he is healed, you know. I think that he is more dangerous than ever. The guy doesn't look normal. Everything is weird with the guy.
I will say, like he recently said in one of his videos, that he's not going to be doing any more of his 1 rep max weight lifts because he's worried about that bicep. He said it puts a lot of stress on his bicep to do those things,
Yeah.
like in preparation for, like he did for preparation for Levon. So he said just going to be doing a lot of table pulling. I can tell by the way he was talking about it, he's still a little concerned with his bicep a little bit, you know. So
Yeah.
and he knows he's going to use every bit of it against Gennady. So
I don't think Gennady is going to be a problem for Devin if he is in good shape.
Wow.
I'm
even a
not
problem.
sure.
You are not
I'm not
saying
sure.
that he's gonna win, but you are saying he's not gonna be even problem.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be easy for Devin. If he comes in great shape, no injuries, no issues, I think he will be able to hold Gennady while Gennady is working and then pin him.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, nobody predicted like this. People are thinking that it's gonna be a tough match. Devon is gonna win by endurance. And yeah, let's see. You may be right. You may be right.
Sarah knows something we
I
don't
kind
know.
of don't expect an easy match. And but the endurance yesterday, did you guys? I don't know watch, but Levon said that he thinks that Gennady's endurance may be even better than Devon's. I know Gennady has incredible endurance, but like until it's proven, to me, Devon has the best endurance. But for sure, I know that Gennady has incredible endurance. And I don't know how it will be, but if Devon comes and dominates, like Sarah says, I will be very surprised. I will be very surprised. And you know the things they are telling to each other, right, Sarah?
No.
I ask, I repeat this every program because the guest doesn't know what happened, and I asked. They were my guests, both Gennady and Devon, and I asked Devon. Devon says that he's gonna make Gennady quit. You know, we never see Gennady quitting. You know, you need to pin the guy. He still fights, and he says that he's gonna make him quit. I said, "Do you really believe that he's gonna quit?" He said, "Gennady is not gonna say that I quit, but he said that he will be like trying, but he will be as helpless as a cow that all 4 legs are cutting."
Wow.
So this is what he said. Yeah, yeah. This is, and then Gennady get very angry, and he said that things now change, and he's gonna destroy Devon.
He's gonna hit him until Devin says no more.
Yeah, no more until yeah. Let's see how it will be. But what do you think about this match, guys?
Yeah, I think I expect a war. I do expect Devin to come out on top at the end, just because it seems like he always finds a way, especially in those long matches. And like you said, Engen, and until proven otherwise, Devin is the endurance king. So I think 3-1, maybe 3-2, Devin.
I mean, how do you see the 2 rounds Gennady winning? In which way? We know that if we talk, that's what I was thinking. Maybe like round 1, if Devon goes like this, and then he takes, and then Gennady would be hitting like this to forward like this, and Devon's elbow may be out, but Devon needs to be careful that shoulder. I mean, the humerus can be only this.
Yeah.
Anything like this, in a neutral and losing position, anything that the humerus being down angle will be called foul.
So what I think about is how close Prudnik got once they got into the strap, and how close Prudnik was to pinning him. And Prudnik was mainly side pressure. Prudnik wasn't able to really get behind his shoulder.
Yeah.
If Gennady gets behind his shoulder, I guarantee he's going to have a lot more pressure than Prudnik had. So that's what makes me think
Prudnik. What makes Prudnik special is his hand control.
Yeah.
Like his
Definitely
wrist, hand
that way.
control, everything, the control.
Yeah.
But once he loses his wrist, I don't think he is that super strong.
Right. That's
While
right.
Gennady, even without wrist, is good. Also, I mean, it depends. If Gennady is like this, maybe problem. But if the
Right.
guy is open like this and the Gennady put his
Yeah.
body
Yeah.
behind like this, and then he hit him,
100%. He's going to pin him.
he will
does
be
that.
probably applying twice pressure that Rudnick
Rudnick
could
was.
in such position. I'm not saying that in regular arm wrestling, but in such position, and I don't know how it will be.
That's the thing with Devin is he's able to open up so much and make it so difficult for the opponent to really get behind his shoulder. And I you know, watching the Prudnik match, I could see that Prudnik was trying so hard to get there, but Devin was keeping him opened up, and he couldn't really apply all that much pressure. So if he's able to do the same thing with Gennady, then it's going to be tough for Gennady to get a pin. But I think Gennady will be able to get behind his shoulder really well, at least one round. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And Devon also mentioned in his recent. Sorry,
There
please
is,
go ahead. Again.
there is a funny question. Silky Wilkie is funny guy.
And he's the MVP.
Is Devon cheating because he now has two biceps on the same arm, effectively doubling his strength. How have you overlooked this? He's talking about the injury that, you know, trust me, I have the same after Makarov match. Sarah was there. It's not fun at all, my friend. It is, I don't know if I can show it, but it's really, I cannot. I cannot because the light is coming so forward.
Right.
Yeah, there is a ridge there. We can see there's a ridge.
Yeah, but Sarah was there too, but I cannot really show. I think.
Spend some time in Florida.
Anyway, so what do you guys think? Do you think that he has now double biceps and he can, you know, double his strength?
In such short time? But there's one thing for sure. The Devon that showed up against Prudnik, this Devon is going to be stronger than that version.
Of course.
Yeah.
Devon is a crazy guy. Devon is not a normal guy. Devon had his son having surgery. If he didn't change the date, you know what he was gonna do? The day before was the surgery, he was gonna jump, or no, 2 days before, and then next day I think, no, he was the day before. He was gonna bring his son to from hospital to home, and then he was gonna jump in the plane, and he was gonna come. It was whenever he was arriving, it was gonna be like 4 or 5 hours before the event. The jet lag and travel and everything. And he was gonna directly go to the stage and pull Brudny. He was ready to do that. But he changed the date, so he didn't have to do that. The guy, I would never pull that way, you know. I am also a crazy guy, but not that much, you know. I mean, the guy is just like, can you believe this? Yeah.
Probably
Of
would have.
course he's gonna be stronger. For sure he's gonna be stronger. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. But
I do
remember,
think
before you continue, Gennady will also be at his strongest ever, as this is probably the biggest match of his life. He's pulling against the most famous guy, one of the goats in the history, and with over a million followers on social media. So this is a big opportunity. Everyone who is pulling against Gennady, this is the biggest opportunity. So Gennady is coming there like a bull. You can already see. But today I had a video chat with Devon. The guy also doesn't look normal. He's also growing. His trapezius and everything, you know. So these both guys come there by knowing like what they will face, and that makes me. And Sarah, you know, Gennady mentally very strong guy.
Mm-hmm.
You remember, right? You remember how crazy he is at the table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So who do you think who is mentally stronger, Devon or Gennady?
I think Devon. Devon had a hard life.
I understand what you mean.
You know, in the army, special forces, like, and you can't be a special forces without a very strong mind.
He's very secure in who he is. So that is
And Gennady is one of those guys that with the biggest heart and strongest mind as well. So that match yesterday when I asked Levan, he said that this is his dream match. Anyway, so but Sarah, you also favor Devon because he's a good friend of yours, right?
Yeah. I mean, both are good friends. So like I want both to win, but I think Devin is stronger physically and mentally.
Physically and mentally. Okay. And you can finish your prediction, and then we can finish.
Sure. So I was saying that in the latest video that Devon had put out, not latest, a couple of days back, and he was analyzing his match with Gennady on Paul Italia's channel, and he said that I see Gennady having tiny bit more arm than me, and me having tiny bit more hand than Gennady. So if it actually is tiny and there's not a huge gap in top end, then in my real complete belief, I think Devon is going to take it 3-0 because he's going to manipulate the fouls also, the setup also. And what you were saying, Amaraldo, about Gennady putting his shoulder back and pinning him, he will pin. But by the time that happens, Devon is going to take the first foul. And in the King's move. And by that time, he's tiring up. I think the first round only the match stops. That is my honest opinion. But as Engin said, Gennady's, this is the biggest stage in his life. And that guy is crazy. So if it does, like if the top end is really 10% or even 5% off, Gennady is going to take it.
He gets stronger, it seems, as the match goes on. I don't know.
Yeah, that guy doesn't seem to tire. Even against Hermes' match, like he had lost. He's supposed to be dejected that he's lost. Nope. That guy is coming like crazy in the 5th round. So he's very mentally strong. Gennady is not normal.
I mean, like Levant said, dream match. I mean, this is most of our dream matches. This is insane.
Okay. Anyways, guys, let's slowly finish it. Thank you very much, Sarah. Which qualification you planning to go?
I'm not going to any qualification.
You are not?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you were.
She said, no. You gotta say that with confidence, Sarah. I'm not going.
I'm not going. I maybe next year. I had in my gym. You understand? Like it was in my gym. It was 1 week after surgery, and I could not compete because it was 1 week after surgery, and I just don't have the time. I'm so busy with my businesses and stuff. I don't have time to travel right now.
Oh, okay, I understand. So you are not okay. Anyway, so thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you.
And if you have anything more to say to the fans or anything, you can, and then we can.
Yeah, no, thank you for everything. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. So thank you.
We thank you very much. Take care.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Thank you.
And guys, let's talk a little bit more.
Sure.
And you guys want to add anything before we finish?
Well,
I have. Sure, Armando. Please go ahead.
With those trading cards, again, Inash said that I'm assuming did you add up all the scores, Inash, and then divide it by how many categories there were, and you came up with the numbers. Did you do that? Is that what you were saying? You said like John Brazil scored 95 or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
whatever the category they have at the East versus West. So their probably their numbers will be for that category.
Yeah. Well, have you ever thought of adding all the numbers and having one total, like out of 100, like what the score is out of 100? Have you ever thought about doing that on the card?
No,
I think he does
just write the total number.
Yeah, like you add up all the numbers, divide it, and then like John Brzezinski is 97 out of 100. You know, whatever his total.
So you want us to mention that? Okay, yeah. So we can save the fans to calculate all those.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks cool too. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think on the side.
That is, listen, that can lead to a
confusions.
Yeah, like argument that this guy has the most number, total number. Why not this guy? Because as I explained, this like having the most number doesn't always mean that you know like that you may be weak at one point and the guy may be very strong counter that weakness. And then the guy can beat you, and then people will say, "Oh, this guy with 91 beat this guy with 95," but that is not
styles
how it is, you know, because people already says a lot of things. I sometimes think I should ignore and this, I also want to say about the live commentating thing. I don't understand how that went to such a big drama.
Yeah,
Said,
seriously.
I kindly ask because I think it's harming. And some people said they disagree, and some people says even they disagree, they respect. Let's finish at that point.
Yeah,
Calling it like
exactly.
big daily trying to control our messaging. We are talking about East versus West. We are not talking about Arm Wars, King of the Table, WAF, this and that. There are a lot of organizations. How am I controlling? Oh, if you are saying that trying to protect the brand that I own, then I think it's normal. It's I think that I have more right than any of those guys that
Yeah,
wants me to convince them. Some of them are acting like they are shared partners that each of them I need to convince. I just ask. I don't have any authority officially.
Right.
Whoever respects, respects. Whoever doesn't respect, doesn't respect. Why needed to talk? Why we have all those super matches, incredible level that I'm provided for the community,
yeah,
and people use all those and drama about this. I mean, that is what it was when I came as a promoter. I thought I saved people from there so we could talk about actual arm wrestling, actual
yeah,
matchups, actual results, actual things instead of like, all nonsense, unnecessary things. But like some people wants to bury the community through unnecessary things. See,
Yeah.
whatever we talk in this program is pure arm wrestling.
yeah,
That is what the arm wrestling is about. If I wanted to watch drama, I would just. I mean, I understand some hype, but
yeah,
even that needs to be about actual matchups. People
Yes.
talks about things that they are not really planning to organize. They are not really planning to, but they just talk about it. I would never talk like about a match or promote or do this guy. I would never hype the community with something that I'm not gonna do it. If I'm talking about it, either I set or it is on process
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
set the match. I mean, no need to just like finding all fake subjects and then
yeah.
coming, and then like creating a perception. I mean, of course they can, but it's not my type. So I'm more focused on the hardcore pure arm wrestling uh, section of the community.
And there are so many of us. Like very recently, I tried to not get into that, but you know how Facebook gets. And there's this like 21-year-old guy spewing a lot of, like, I'm sorry to use the word, spewing a lot of shit about live commentary thing. I said, do you understand? In one event, you have Dave Chaffee, John Brasing, Devon Larratt, Prudnik pulling. Can you comprehend that? Can you imagine getting your head around that? Can you organize that? If not, you disagree, understand, but why are you talking about it? There are
And
so many good
also,
things
my
happening.
friend, I'm not doing anything. I'm just investing everything, and I'm just trying to secure
Yeah,
the competition so that we can continue. It's not gonna be only 6, 7, 8, but we can go to bring the arm wrestling to the next level. To secure this dream is important for me. Making sure that every event I can pay athletes little more, little more, little more. You understand? This is also my dream. So this is what I try to do. And I think it's harming. Some people think that it's not harming. They disagree. I respect what they think. But at the end, they are not the one who is risking anything. They are not the one who is investing anything. I'm the one investing and risking and taking all that stress and hard work. So I thought that they would respect. Some did, some didn't. So then it's over. No need
it's so
to
exactly. People just,
no need to talk weeks and weeks and weeks. He said this, he said that, and I mean, like, come on, man. We are men, right? Come on.
yeah, it's a great point. Act like a man. Great
The
point.
biggest thing with me, Ink, is you've brought arguably the best commentators to East versus West. You brought Neil Pickup. You had Travis Bajan. Why would you
Yeah.
want to listen to anybody else during these matches? That's
Oh,
what I don't understand. I mean,
absolutely.
The only thing that makes sense is they want chat room, but we can provide this. A chat room, they want to interact, I think. it still will be, results will be there and everything. But what can I do if they want to have that kind of, because I understand the chat room idea, because Amarillo, you are a hardcore fan. That's why you are here. You are also a hardcore fan. That's why you are here. But like, you may not have someone in your home while you're watching the pay-per-view to share your excitement. You understand? You tell to your father, he's like, I don't care. You tell your mother or wife or kid or something, you know. So that I understand that they want to share that excitement. I understand that part. So I realize that that's something I need to do. But again, I don't have any authority to stop anyone. And after all that I hear, please, I mean, just continue doing it. Like, I'm not gonna be part of this drama, you know. If you want to do live commentating, even though I request, just do it, you know. Like, I don't have any official authority to stop you. I just ask as a friendly, and twice I mentioned kindly. And for what? I mean, what is that? You know, I'm a dictator or this? Do I talk about some other brands, some other things? We're talking about East versus West, man. Like, I mean, like, I cannot even like share my own opinion about the
Baby, that's your child. East versus West is
Exactly.
your
yeah,
It's your
but they
baby.
act like, you know, I mean, I need to convince them. If they are convinced, I need to prove them. Like, how about you proving me that it's not harming? My word versus your word. But
I'll be
then,
honest with you.
but I am the one who is risking, who is investing. You are nothing. I mean, not that you are nothing, but you are not risking anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same people, again, like this is what really like bothered me. That's why I got into a debate with this person. Barely a year into the sport, he was talking about this live stream thing. The same person was also talking about not watching it on the pay-per-view. I said, you can't bother to pay $15. You're not bothered to pay $15 for a sport that you say you love. And you're questioning a person who is investing more than $150,000. Do you listen to yourself? What are you talking about? So
My friend,
yeah,
about that
this just
part, if you talk about American, if you talk about the Western European, $15, I understand. But from the east side of the world, $15 still maybe, you know,
maybe, but then,
yeah, but I wouldn't listen. People don't have to buy it
yeah,
if they can afford. Like, I have seen comments, Engin, like, I don't do well economically, but like financially, but I'm gonna buy it. And I said, my friend, please don't buy.
yeah,
Like,
I
don't buy,
understand.
because I mean, this is not like food or drink, or, you know, you understand?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
money may be more important for you, especially if you are having a hard time, you know. I'm
Right.
not like, yeah, but just um like, one guy wrote something that oh yeah, Jacobin, yesterday I misunderstood you. I misunderstood your intention. I get upset with you. Later I realized this. I apologize you, my friend. I apologize you. Okay.
Have you ever heard this saying again? A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of sheep. Have you ever heard that saying?
Yeah, but I try to express myself to community, because if I ever label myself as a lion and rest of the people who disagree with me as a sheep, then it will be a disrespect. But I think that someone wrote here that Engin said officially that you can do it, so no more drama. My friends, do you really believe that all those people were doing this because I wrote this? No, my friend, they are looking for a reason, an opportunity to bring East versus West down in every opportunity. That's their intention. They want East versus West to finish. Just trust what I say. I know what I'm talking about. I know more than what I share here. That is their intention, to create that kind of perception. They will use any kind of opportunity. They don't have good intention. Trust me. They will say this. Next time they will say that. This time they will say that. That is like, we finally did something like really high level for armors. This is not what I say. People like John says, Devon says, and many others says. And these people, because of their jealousy, they want to kill this dream. And whenever I get upset, it is the reason, like Amarildo says, that I shouldn't be concerned, but like this, Amarildo, believe or not, my motivation is the love and passion I have this sport. And whenever I see like the community starts like not to appreciate what I do, like if my motivation was money, trust me, I wouldn't argue with people at all. I would just say, oh yeah, you're right, and this and this. I'm not that type of guy. I'm a person with principles.
Yeah.
I would rather go away than being a fake or just saying, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. And this, I'm just 100% myself. That's some people likes it, some people doesn't like. Some people likes fake people. Some people likes to be like treated, as they only wish. But in fact, I just say my opinion, and then and they don't like it. Or some people, they just, I don't want to mention, maybe they asked me something, but they didn't get it about East versus West. And because of this, they feel rejected and they are doing this kind of things. You understand my point? But I cannot give anyone what they don't deserve.
Right.
You understand? There needs to be a reason. You may say that in some of the matches you organized, maybe wasn't that really East versus West level. But even there is a logic, my friend. I need to cover these events. Sometimes I need to do many elite matches and some to help the pay-per-view. You understand? Like I trust me, I have good intention. I'm trying to balance everything. So that's what I want to say.
Like, again, I wanted to say something because I'd been the first time you started Instagram, it was in 2020, I believe, right in the time of Corona, and you were one of my favorite arm wrestlers when I was following this sport earlier when I was a child. And the moment I saw you on Instagram, I was, oh, Engin Terzi on Instagram, and I was thinking, why would he notice? I'm just a fan. And I mentioned in the comments about a match between Pushkar and Devon. May God rest his soul. And you took time to write, like in 2 paragraphs, how you thought about it and why you thought Devon was the best in 2007 to 8. And I was just blown away that a superstar of the game, not just a superstar person at that caliber, would take so much time to write to a person who doesn't even know about arm wrestling. So I just wanted to say something. There were people who were saying that, let's say you're a basketball fan, and imagine that LeBron James comes and meets you, or Kobe Bryant comes and meets you and talks to you about basketball tips. It is exactly like that for arm wrestling fans when someone like John Brasing stops and talks to them. So people in arm wrestling community are amazing, and people like you who are giving us chance to be a part of that, it feels like you're on the 9th cloud.
Yeah,
and
I need to cut you here, but yeah, I appreciate everything you said. I don't really, my life view doesn't really categorize people. If we talk about arm wrestling, I talk highly about certain people, but for me, superstar or this and this and this, to me,
for
not
fans.
like no, I mean, I understand, not important. Trust me, it totally also depends on how you come. If you come in a positive manner, for sure, I may misunderstand you, but as I did apologize the guy, and you may say that, okay, you break his heart and then you apologize. It is because sometimes when I see so many negativity, you understand, I also get affected, you understand, and I make mistakes. But if you come positive way, I will also respond in a positive way. But just never make anyone big on your head, just like superstar or something.
And not like that, but
three friends who love our match and we're talking about. Do you realize that our superstar guest left, but we still talk here about, because I love it. I can talk another hour. I could just say, okay, thank you guys, bye. But yeah, and I'm wrestling. And you anything that you want to say, my friend, generally.
Based off what we just talked about, I'm glad that you and Devin made up and are not having any. That period was stressful for me. I was like, oh man, Devin and Engin, no, please. I was like, they need to.
When people make mistake about those kind of things, some people, they don't realize that we are friends for like 20 years. And no matter we disagree about something, we have deep respect for each other. We have this deep respect. Some people, I don't want to say, but some people just chooses to side and kiss his ass, and then try to be like siding with King more than King himself. You understand? And then this kind of people, at the end, see that we still are friends. So they, whatever they did to get involved, that negatively resulted only for their exclusion. You know what I mean? Yeah. So no need, if you see me with Devon, he says something, I said back, just
I love it.
don't get involved too deeply. You can say your opinion, but don't be like, like all kind of negative things and disrespect just to kiss the ass of the guy that you look up highly. No need. We need to protect the personality, just no need to be like doing this, Yeah, those like, if you realize that whenever I have any kind of argument with Devon, that's usually arm wrestling related. Either if it is direct strap, or if it is this, like that. There is nothing. Like whenever I see, I have my view. If I see that is wrong for arm wrestling, I get involved because the guy influences
a lot of people.
A lot of people. At that point, I said, Devon, you are my good friend, but I love arm wrestling more than I love you. I'm gonna tell what I believe, and I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm not gonna, like, the love that I have for sport makes me tell what I believe.
As it
Then community decides who is right, who is wrong.
Yep.
I wish we were closer, Amarildo, and that you would give me some tips about injuries because I really need someone who knows as much as you do, but also arm wrestling fan, because like people being like that but doesn't know about arm wrestling, they don't really know much.
Yeah, and I told you I'm gonna make it out to an East versus West event eventually, and you'll have all my undivided attention when I'm there every day. If you want me to work on you every day, you'll get it.
I'm gonna hit you up too. I started arm wrestling like a year ago, and I had a bicep tendon injury from earlier parts. I didn't know that. So now that I know this, I'm gonna hit you up.
Okay.
I'm gonna be your patient.
Yeah, guys, trust me. I don't know if you guys enjoyed this show because we had to talk. You guys maybe didn't talk enough, but I really enjoyed. And thank you very much for coming and being my guest.
So
thank you again.
Good question. We have 11 matches for
yes.
And then how many have you announced for East versus West? 8.
How many matches?
Have you announced already publicly? You announced Levan Morozov, you announced Hermes and Jerry, and who else for East versus
That's all. That's
it? Okay.
I don't want to go any further. I made that mistake because any kind of results from the upcoming event and result and injury and this and that, like it is not like I was kind of over passionate, sometimes. But now we all are learning. As an arm wrestler, I'm learning. As a promoter, I have a lot to learn. Yeah.
On that note, again, I actually remember this. Like the first time I chatted to you on Instagram, message, like the first time you had come on Instagram, and I mentioned that I would love to see you get back fighting again in 2020. But I remember that you had organized such an amazing event for Arsen and John's match. So do you plan on getting back into promotion again? And you just said, wait, my friend, wait. And this was back
when was it? When did I say it?
This was like towards the end of 2020. And you just said, wait, my friend. Yeah, there is a lot of problems in promotion you don't understand. But I'm also thinking. And then 2021 comes and East versus West comes, whole crowdfunding thing. And from crowdfunding to what is happening in East versus West 6, it feels like we are seeing this thing grow up together. And I just feel like we're lucky to be a part of this community. It's an amazing community.
Yeah. It is like I always say that this is our baby. We do all together, all together. But I am the one who runs, and I want people to care about my opinion, what is good for the event. And of course, I care about the opinions. I ask you guys what to do. Because my friends, I mean, the pride is such a terrible thing, you know, such a terrible pride. It's just like, I know everything type of thing. Of course, I don't know everything, but of course, like if you talk about arm wrestling, most likely I will know more than you do. But
Yes.
yeah, but it doesn't mean pride. But I mean, if you just come and try to reach me, you know, wrong, and this needs to be like this, coordinator needs to be like this, then I would probably set you where
It's
you
just
need to
funny.
be.
Yes, it's funny. How can someone say it's just
Yeah,
funny?
but normally I don't come and just like say I'm like this. What do you know? And this is just like stupid, you know. And but again, you know, like we need to really talk and improve. Whatever you say, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I read everything, but I decide. That's what it is.
That's why I've never really, I didn't know much about you before you started doing these East versus West events, but then I started to do my homework and look at your previous matches and everything. But one thing I've learned is there's no reason to question your intention, because who would be asking so much of the community? Who would be asking so much feedback if it wasn't for somebody who wanted to grow this thing or make it the best it could be? Anybody who didn't want that, they wouldn't care what the community thought. They would think, well, who are these people? I don't care. I can do it myself. You know, maybe you ask other businessmen or other athletes, but you're constantly always trying to find, you know, ways to improve by asking the community. And
yeah,
that's
for
what
me, attitude is important. Intention is important, my friend. The way you come to me. If you just come to me in a disrespectful way, really, just consider me as a mirror. That's enough. Yeah.
Engin, I have a question for
Okay.
you. I mean, 30 years of arm wrestling, your body has taken a lot of beatings, but as fans, I know it's too much to ask. You're organizing, you're doing everything about the back end of East versus West. And to ask
Mhm.
you to compete in the event also is a little too much, I understand. But when I see how you did, like in that event when 8 of you were participating and you had a match with Viral Dobrin,
Yeah,
and
I
Viral,
was in good shape. Yeah,
oh
that
my
shape of me,
God.
that shape
Yeah.
of me, I would like to
we
see
need.
myself against David Samusha, or
Yeah.
even like if we are in the same weight, anyone else, maybe with the exception of Sasha, because that guy's that inner side pressure is kind of. But other than that, under 85 kilo with that shape,
I like it. I like it.
Nobody stands a
nobody can
chance.
say that. Nobody can say that they would beat me for sure. I'm not saying I would
Yeah.
beat everyone, but there is a possibility all those young guys to lose against me with that shape. That shape
Yeah.
was good. Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. I was like,
Yeah.
this Engin, we need to see this. I remember writing back to you after the injury that you had with Arthur Makarov. Had that not happened, like you had that in the bag, that
No,
match
he
was
himself,
yours.
Arthur himself told me that.
Yeah,
Arthur,
that
right
match was
after
in
the
the
match, he
bag.
came, he saw my bicep, and he said that you are the winner, you know, like, but trust me, I mean, everyone knows, Arthur himself knows. But no
Yeah,
matter what we talk, you know, he won the match officially. Technically, he won the match, but I was good. I was better than him. Like the same year, Alan Makaev beat him.
yeah,
They had three matches. One Arthur won on fouls, and the two Alan won. Those three matches took more than 2 minutes at the Waffles. First two rounds I won against Arthur was 9 seconds.
yeah.
9 seconds. The first one was 4 seconds, and the second one was 5 seconds. But the second one, I beat him like probably maybe not the first second, but the second one. I I felt that, you know, I injured
Yeah.
something from here went down, like tick tick tick tick tick tick tick down. And but I took his everything. So I was able to come closer and press him. But so what I'm saying, what's that?
I was going to say Arthur is more back pressure or more side pressure. Where did you feel the most from?
Both. He's here so tight, so like the lats, especially in strap, you will feel that a tractor is pulling you. That
Oh,
yes, trust me, that guy is incredible, and his
Yeah.
side pressure also incredible.
Yeah.
Straight side pressure, but I was able to take his everything, his wrist. Yeah, and that is why I tore my bicep, because
Right.
I put my right foot to the corner leg,
Yeah.
to pull more.
Okay. Yeah.
So whenever I hit, you can see in the strap, even in the strap, his hand went like this. This is you rarely see. His hand went slided in my hand. I hit him so hard here. Forget about here. He went like this. But
Below, we are beneath your
he
hand.
took everything. So there is no resistance here. What you do, you pull more, you pull back, continue. In fact, you pull in the strap and his lat. There is no brachyradialis or bicep that is stronger than this guy's lat. So more I pull, more I met power that my arm couldn't handle.
Couldn't
Because
take.
if his wrist was resisting, I was still pulling something. You understand? There was nothing to resist. So what I did, I pull him like I could lift him from the pad, which is impossible. So more I pull, I felt like instead of his coming, my bicep went like tick, tick, tick, tick. You understand? Like tick, tick, tick, tick. Yeah. He went, but because he lost everything, I came closer and was able to pin him. But the following round, when we start in equal position, my arm already like
Yeah. You weren't able
Yeah.
to hold.
no, my angle just opened. Even after the match, the Joshua, Justin Grant.
Yeah,
His-
the first.
Yeah, his friend was the physiotherapist. She came and she pulled my arm like this. It was just like from here to here. It was just like moving like this. Yeah.
And usually a tear in the middle of the muscle is the worst, because you can't really repair that. When you tear the tendon off the bone, you just surgically tie that back in, but when you tear like you and Devin did, you can't really repair that. That's just, it just stays like that.
Yeah, that's why that ridge is showing up in your arm as well, the way it is in Devon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tear.
I don't know. I did some bicep curls some days ago with 20 kilo, and my bicep hurt. And then after that, I did some table time. Since then, it is like hurting.
Oh,
I feel like it's deep pain there. So it means it's still not strong. And that there are two heads. This
the long hair. And,
this inner one went down, but this side is okay.
Just
So
become a flop wrist presser, Engin. Just forget about bicep.
with these joints, I would be lost in the world with these joints. That is why I need to have incredible hand and pronator and take the guy everything, and then I can press him, because my elbow doesn't handle that direct pressure.
It's okay. Once I work on you, we'll make your elbow steel.
I may go to Mexico for stem cell. Yeah. Because the one that I had here, I mean, it helped, but I cannot say that, like I don't feel like Devon feels. If I would feel as healthy as Devon feels now, still everyone is in trouble. But I really don't feel that way.
Mexico, Panama, Colombia, and Venezuela are the top when it comes to stem cells. Those countries.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever I say that if I feel like Devon, everyone is in trouble, I talk about guys under 85 kilo.
Yeah. We understand
And Devon, if he comes to 100 kg, right?
that one day that match will happen.
That was the old Devon. The new Devon that I see around, that guy, it's not the same Devon. And
the entire world is waiting for that John, the way Devon went to John's house for the practice, and that was not released. Ever since then, John is like, oh, this Devon is different. So hopefully in his documentary, we get to see that practice and see what John saw.
Right.
Yeah, people are asking if I and Aydar Khan is in the same weight. I think I am now about 15 kilo heavier than Aydar Khan, but 4.5 years ago, we pulled at WAF with Aydar Khan in the same category.
I still remember Aydar at the weigh-ins when he pulled his shirt up and he flexed his bicep. It was crazy. Remember?
No, not Aydar. I say Aydar Khan.
Nurdalat Aydar Khan is.
Nurdalat Aydar Khan. Yeah. Nurdalat Aydar Khan. Yeah.
Yeah, Haider, you're talking about Haider Gildil, right?
Yeah, the one who pulled Cody.
Yeah.
That was the highlight of the press, in my opinion. Oh my God, people are blown away.
Yeah.
The arm looked like this, and then he pulls the shirt, goes, and it's like.
yeah, but this is small. You should have seen him in his prime. In his prime, the guy is almost 60 years old. He's
Yeah. I know he's up there.
57 years old. The guy in his prime was incredible.
Yeah.
He beat big guys, you know. Engin Terzi satellite track, I think under 105 kg, everyone would be in danger. No, my friends. I can only be competitive under 85 kilo, not even 90 kilo. 85 kilo.
I wanted to ask you, Engin. So
Yeah.
a lot of people were thinking that Todd kind of at his peak in terms of his weight was, 240, 250 pounds. But then I watched
Which Todd?
Todd Hutchings.
Todd Hutchings, yes.
Okay.
And then I heard him on an interview with Aussie arm wrestler with Jake Ward. And Jake asked him right before he was supposed to pull Ryan Bowen, Todd, how much are you weighing? And he said 217. And he said, I've never really been over 230.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
I mean, but a lot of people seem to think that Todd, when he pulled Matt Mask, when Todd pulled Prudnick, when Todd
this is what I heard. When he pulled Devil Nara, they said he was 240 or something.
249 pounds. So I think that was a little inflated, in my honest opinion.
Okay.
I think just for that match, just because he was pushed away from that category, just for that match, and they get weighed in with all their clothes, the jackets on, all of that stuff. So yeah.
So when he pulled Zoloev, he was 97 kg, Engin. Is that right?
What's that?
Todd Hutchings was 97, 96 kg when he pulled Zoloev.
100
Yeah,
kilos.
the weight category was 97, but he weighed 97. He was probably over 100 competition time because he barely made the weight, with the water cut and everything.
How much was he weighing Prudnick?
Against Prudnick?
Yeah, how much was he there? 105?
I think he was 105, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
mean, I would love to see him and Sasha at 100 or 95 kg. Man, that would be that's my dream match, 100 kg.
A super match. Yeah, super match between them.
Oh, that'd be great.
And again, since you mentioned like 85 kg, you said that even 90 kilo competitive. One person that I want to see once, like just as a fan, I'm asking if that's possible because there might be too many problems.
Mhm.
How is Bulgaria is amazing. Those people have, so Jordan Sonev has already been to East versus West. Krasimir has been, Sasho is coming. So only our top roller, what's his name? He beat, oh my God, Plamen. So Plamen Dimitrov, we are yet to see. What's up with, is there any plan of having Plamen there?
Yeah, I mean, Plamen is a good friend of mine.
Okay.
And a great guy. With me, everything is super good, but there are some internal problems within Bulgaria, and that. But I would like, especially Gashevsky. I would like Gashevsky. Like I am a huge fan of Gashevsky. Gashevsky versus Samusha.
That is an amazing. That is a dream match.
Yeah,
that is a dream match.
Gashevsky is now 52 years old, 53 maybe even. Very soon this year, but that guy, legend. And you see that he's pulling like this.
Yeah.
In the past, he was all about side, this, but mostly straight side pressure. Incredible, but because of hitting all the time, side, elbow, same as mine, get trouble. So this guy had to take the pressure away from his elbow. He had to go far. Do you realize that more we get older, more we are just, making our elbow away from the pressure, The same, Michael did it after certain time. Devon, Crazy George, I don't think he was doing that at the beginning of his career. Gashevsky is doing. I remember myself ending up like this, of course, not on the table, but like this against
Makarov.
Artur, the first super match. And okay, guys, I think I need to finish. But it was fun. Trust me, I can talk longer, but I do this in podcast every day. And after, when it is every day, it's becoming a little bit exhausting. I'm having some kind of headaches or something, but still 2 hours we have been together. But if I didn't have headache, we would go another 1 hour. Yeah, it was really nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you, man. It was an honor. Thank you for.
It was an honor.
Thank you so much, Engin. Yeah, I thank you guys, and You all take care. Take care, guys. Everyone in chat.
Okay, take care, buddy.
Bye-bye.